Hey, this is Loki reporting in for Cincy Voices, and on this somewhat rainy Saturday afternoon, we are checking in at FIndlay Market, Pho Lang Thang in Over the Rhine, a place that I'm personally very happy about because I'm a fiend for serious Vietnamese food and, very importantly, the real Vietnamese coffee with the cold little layer of condensed milk down at the bottom. We have an excellent opportunity today because it's after the lunch rush and before the dinner rush as we hang out in the lovely Vietnamese market-style outdoor seating with David Lay, one of the masterminds behind Pho Lang Thang. David, why don't you tell people a little bit about what got you guys motivated to open up a real Vietnamese market-style noodle shop in FIndlay Market in Cincinnati?
Really, the whole idea behind it was that we just really wanted to make a place where we wanted to hang out, and there's really nowhere in Cincinnati that serves just straight street food, or there's very limited. So we all live in Over the Rhine, and that's kind of where it started. So then we kind of went from there. The idea was that it was going to be pretty small and manageable, and we were just going to really take turns serving people / cooking. But within a couple of weeks, we basically had to hire full staff, and that's where we are today. The name of the restaurant is Pho Lang Thang, and the name means pho is a soup, the traditional soup, and Lang Thang, it means, like, our parents used to always yell this at us, it means like, "Tối ngày đi lang thang." It's like from nighttime till day, you guys are like vagabonds, you guys are drifters, you could be dead, you could be sleeping in a ditch, we don't know.
So it's kind of like Vietnamese for slacker.
Kind of like slacker / but we changed it. We say it's free spirit.
There you go.
Yeah, so we're not we always joke around, it's being Lang Thang isn't so Lang Thang anymore because it's kind of we're really busy and we got to work all the time, so it's not as Lang Thang as we want it to be. So that's really where it came from. We picked the dishes with the kind of what Cincinnati was really missing was the banh mi. So the banh mi was, French modified baguette with we have like a cold cut sandwich. It has like pate, head cheese, the jambon, the ham, and our kind of pork loaf. And it took us like about, I want to say close to like 8 months to work with some bakers around town to get the sandwich, to actually get the bread. We almost actually scratched the sandwich.
Well, French bread's a hard one to do up here. It really is.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of bakers, especially in the U.S., aren't really familiar with baking with rice flour. So it's very hard to kind of recreate that fluffy, that kind of crispy, that flaky texture. So, and a lot of it was very heavy. Like a lot of the French baguettes, they're delicious breads to eat with soups or to have with certain sandwiches. But Vietnam's a third world country, so they didn't have tons of bread, tons of flour, tons of ingredients to make. So it's a very light bread. So we had to we worked hard to recreate that.
So out of curiosity, now I moved here from a city with a huge Vietnamese community, a lot of food. I'm a big fan of it, and I've tried it in a few places around town, and I've got to say, so far, yours is the absolute most authentic I've run across. What would you say the primary difference is between, say, the pho that you guys do and the pho that you get somewhere else?
Well, probably a lot of the taste, it's kind of probably all comes from our family recipes. Like, all of us, so my name is David Lay, and my two partners, Zui Nguyen and Bao, they couldn't be here, they're actually working. But basically, we're not trained chefs, and the only time we cook is at home. All the recipes, everything we learn is from our aunts, grandmas, moms. Like my mom even still comes down here in the morning to help us out.
Nice.
And really, that's how. The reason why it's different is that we actually don't know any other way to make it besides the way we do it at home. So our stock, for the beef stock, it takes about 9 hours to make. We don't use any MSG. We basically do it from all the beef, the pho ball. We basically start with the beef bones that we get directly from the market across the street from us. And we basically start from scratch, and we basically build it, and it takes about 9 hours. So at first we were running out all the time, and we finally, got on a schedule that we can actually keep up. But we painstakingly make it the way, just using the fresh ingredients. So when we make beef bones, When we make beef stock, we use beef bones. We don't use any beef broth, and from there we just let it simmer. We let it basically extract everything that we can from the beef bone.
Well, being right on the edge of Findlay Market, I'm sure fresh ingredients are no problem at all.
Right. It's kind of, for sure, it really saved us. I mean, when we first started, I know a lot of people were pretty frustrated when we first opened up because we ran out of everything. But we were able to at least start back up right again in about an hour or so, because we basically just went up to the market and started over again.
Nice. So what have you guys got going on? You've had an explosive response to your opening over the past, 6-9 months now?
Yeah, about 6 months.
And what have you guys got on the docket in the future? I know you just got opened up for business hours.
Right.
For the evening.
Okay, so some of the things so our menu is fairly limited. Right now we have a couple sandwiches, and then we have our pho, our soups, and then we have our salads, and we have some appetizers. So a way for us to kind of let everybody else in or share some other family recipes or some family cookings. On Wednesdays and Thursday nights, we actually open up for dinner from 5 to 8. And we change it up every week. We kind of take turns. More or less, it's between bounds. I'll toss in a special from every now and then. So Wednesday and Thursdays in the evening time. We basically just finished up working with actually Bao Nguye's father. He owns a coffee roaster in Vietnam, so we're going to be bringing in some more coffee.
That I'm very excited to hear.
Yeah, we're excited too. It took us a long time. It's amazing. You can probably ship in anything that isn't consumed a lot easier than anything that American people will consume. So it's going to be on a boat here in about 7 days. So come probably about a month or so from now, we're going to be fully stocked. So people will be able to buy by the pound, and people will be able to buy our fiends. And at the same time, we're going to try to introduce a couple more different flavors also.
Outstanding. Well, I wish you guys continued success.
Thank you.
I definitely will be back for more. And as far as how busy the place has gotten, even though he wasn't able to join us here today, back when I first talked to Zui Win and interviewed him before the restaurant opened, he was clean shaven. Now he looks like a Vietnamese Grizzly Adams.
Or a Vietnamese leprechaun.
Hadn't even had the time to shave. That's a sign of success. Yep. Gentlemen, I'll see you for dinner soon.
Thanks.
This is Loki for Cincy Voices signing off. If you find yourself down in Findlay Market, go down and do the Lang Thang. Check it out. I just fed 3 people for $35. It's not only some of the best food in the city, but one of the best bargains you're going to find. Check back for more news on CincyVoices.com. Later, baby.